I'm from that. I'm an '80s baby. I was born in 1980. So when I saw the original It series, I thought it was a movie. I didn't know. I forgot that it came out on TV as like a
Yeah.
two-part series or a mini series or maybe three-part. I can't remember now, but
Two part.
it was two-part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first half was with the kids, second half when there was adults.
Hmm.
And back then, my mother told me that that was the movie that, as much as I can watch Freddy, Jason, all those other things, it destroyed that one destroyed me. She said that I had a different reaction to that.
Oh, yeah.
What
See,
about you guys? You guys remember the original?
I do. I do. I watched it when I was a little bit older, but what
Mhm.
I do remember is I'm not afraid of clowns, but it made me realize I get it. Why people are afraid of clowns. It makes sense.
But
geez, I saw it, but you know what? It was it did. I wasn't like afraid of it until like we get to the end when he turned into a spider, right? That
oh,
huge spider. But everything
Ah,
up until then, I was just like, I mean, it's cool. And then like when
you're
he gets
like
to
you're like, you know what? He's kind of funny. He is kind of funny.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And that's that. But at the before that, I had already been exposed to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I was like,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't like unsee Doctor Frankenfurter, right? As like
Yeah.
as it. But yeah, that movie's not alone. Like I had the same reaction with the first Exorcist. Like I was like, y'all were afraid of this? Like this was a scary movie. I was like, I
And
got real problems. I got Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger to worry about. I'm not afraid of this clown. Like I got real problems.
I get it because like when you compare, especially with CGI and stuff, you compare graphics to back then, and you're like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind of cheesy because it's not as hyper realistic as they try to make it
yeah,
nowadays. But you got to remember, in comparison to everything else that was coming out, like
yeah.
Star Wars first came out, when you compare it to every other sci-fi movie that was around it,
Yeah.
For
that looked
sure, for
like
sure.
the
Oh
the
yeah.
pinnacle of technology
Yeah.
compared
Oh
to
yeah.
the stuff
I
around it.
will say when he got the in the first original one with Tim Curry, right? When he got that bully and he was like kind of in like that sitting position and he was
Yeah.
pulling him into that one. No,
Oh yeah, the
that
pipe.
got
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
got
that
me.
got me.
That
I was like, okay,
it's because it was like little subtle things like that, like and the
yeah,
actor from and I was a big fan. Oh, what's his name? Like from Clue, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Tim Curry,
Tim
yeah,
Curry.
Yeah, the fact that since he didn't have the CGI to work with, like it was his face, it was how he expressed himself that
Yeah.
yeah,
that really brought Pennywise. He did a great job with this, the way his lip kind of snarls and
Hmm.
yeah.
he emotes very very well. So knowing that he was the same Butler
Clue.
from Clue and what also the main bad guy. He was
Yeah.
Mr.
What do
He
you
was Mr.
know?
Body, right?
Yeah. He's Clue,
He plays a good villain.
Yeah.
the
And
what you call it,
oh,
the
go ahead.
clerk from Home Alone 2, right?
Eh, Yep. And one other villain that he played that was iconic was Fern Gully. Nobody gives him his
Oh
flowers from Fern
yeah,
Gully when he
Oh,
was
hey, that was a
that
movie.
cloud
yeah, that
monster.
was a good one. Yeah, yep.
But overall, so the whole process with this Welcome to Derry, we got the return of is it what's this guy's name? Skarsgård, right? He's one of the
Yeah,
Skarsgård brothers.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill
Bill.
Skarsgård. How did you
Yeah.
feel about him when he was first cast, when you found out that he was being when they were going to remake it? Let me start with you, Chad. How'd you feel about that?
Oh, this is perfect because I just watched the new It movies. The night I finished Welcome to Derry, I went
Uh-huh.
and watched the new ones because I just hadn't seen them yet. I think
But
he's a
so
good
you
actor.
watched Welcome to Derry before you watched it?
Well, yeah, technically, I've seen
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
old
Oh
ones, of
wow.
course, but
Yeah,
like
okay, but yeah, it's all the same
I hadn't
story.
watched these yet. But this was so good. I'm like, I'm gonna go. I have to watch this now because I want more.
Hmm.
Bill Skarsgård, I was on board when he did it, but now just recently watching it, he killed it.
Killed it.
He
You killed
killed
it.
it, man. He
What
did a
about you,
really
Andre? How
good
you feel
job.
about Skarsgård?
Oh man, I thought like the first time I because we really hadn't heard anything about him up until that. I can't think of like he did Castle Rock, so I remember him as a kid in Castle Rock, and then they were like, oh yeah, so he's going to be playing it, and which is basically he was already in the world of Stephen King because he was the kid in Castle
Yeah.
Rock, and I was like, that I
Yeah.
wonder if I originally thought is there going to be a connection there, but there wasn't, and then I was like, that's going to be interesting. He doesn't have to. I mean, like, because it had been years, right, from Tim Curry, so I was like, he kind of make this his own. So I was interested in seeing what it was going to be. So I mean, like, I was kind of like on the fence about it, but at the same time, I was like, we don't see him in too many films to where like he could get lost in the character, if that makes sense, right? Because he doesn't have like a big role outside of this like uh I'll say like if you like for I don't have a better example than this, but like Robert Downey Jr., right,
Hmm.
as Tony Stark, like it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to see him outside. Like it's Tony, like in every role
Yeah.
he's in and everything, you know what I mean? But with Bill, we didn't have that, so it was like, oh, he's gonna get lost in this character. So I'm excited to see that part, you know what I mean? So he knocked it out the park in both it won chapter one and chapter two. So
Hmm.
I thought it was awesome. And then Welcome to Derry, man, he took it to a whole nother level. I like to say, like, after Welcome to Derry, I was talking to some friends and I was like, look, man, the Loser Squad, it chapter one and two, they clearly caught like Pennywise on a down season. Like he had to
They
be drunk.
absolutely
He
did.
That, you know, and you know what?
he had to be drunk or high
That
during chapter one. That's
Yeah.
like
speaking about all right, so since on the topic of the black community, that's something that, and maybe I just my algorithm, I don't know. That's something I saw a lot more black content creators on like TikTok and Instagram saying more than anybody that Pennywise went easy on the loser squad compared to what he did to their
Man.
parents.
yeah.
Man, so and like I said, I just watched it, so it's so crazy to see the comparison. They jumped this man, and
Yes.
and I'm talking about they just stomped it out,
Yeah.
literally in the new movies. But in
Yes.
Welcome to Derry, those kids couldn't do anything to him.
Well, I mean, well, they didn't know. Well, the only difference is all the kids in the loser squad, from what I understand when I went back and researched it, is that they all had The Shining, and some of the kids in Welcome to Derry had it, but they didn't. It was mostly what's his name, Dick Halloran,
Yeah,
that mostly
Yeah.
was using it,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
all of the loser squad had it. That's
yeah.
why it was more like getting his butt kicked mostly.
Man,
Hey,
they.
listen.
Oh my
I,
gosh, have you guys watched The Boys before?
Yeah.
You ever seen The Boys?
yeah.
Remember how
Yeah.
they did Starlight? That's exactly what. Not Starlight. What is the lady's name? The evil lady that was with Homelander.
Yeah.
I forget her
I know.
name.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know who you're talking. Stormfront.
They there you go, Stormfront.
No,
They
yeah,
did
Yeah.
they
her.
jumped.
They did
Yeah.
it just like that. It was so
Yeah. Hey,
crazy.
yeah,
It-
they did my man Penny dirty. And yeah, man. I guess it's only like I can't say only the black community, but black community definitely catches on to that. But yeah, I looked immediately after episode one. Like
mhm.
I felt like I was like an old man because I was like, this is on TV. Like I was, what
Oh,
they put this.
you forgot this was HBO.
Yeah, I was like, even for HBO, I was like, I never thought I would see like I was like I'm witnessing kids just babies just get ate up and knocked
Yeah,
against the
yeah.
window. Like I was like, this is what we're on now.
Oh, I ain't gonna
I,
lie. That made me go to episode 2 real quick. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie.
The
I was like,
fact that they pulled the wool over our eyes, making us think that this was the group that we were going to be
yeah,
working with, and
yeah,
like
yeah,
wiped them all out. That set
yeah,
the tone. That was like, oh
yeah.
no,
Oh yeah.
who's gonna make it? Like that was so wild that the first set of kids just went out.
yeah.
So let's start with episode one. Here's one
Okay.
thing that I did have on my talking points about it. Like when right when it got started off, you already saw that. Let me pull the cast back up again. Who was the black girl? What was her name? Welcome. Was it? Well, that
Oh,
worked.
Ronnie.
What
Oh,
was
the
it?
character's name. The character's name is Ronnie. I don't know the actress's name, but Ronnie is the
Ronnie,
character's
okay,
name.
yeah, Ronnie, who when she was in the movie theater and her dad, and when the little boy that was running away from it, when little what Maddie was running
Yeah.
away,
Yeah,
and the movie one of the movie employees was looking for him, and she covered for him. I thought,
Yeah.
that was nice. I was like I could tell this the dynamic she looked like. like obviously like you know after work like she was gonna go back home to her side of the town and where he was from wherever he was from, but you could, I don't know, it was just the eye contact and everything like that. You could just tell that she was one of those little the type of little girls that her dad told her to, you know, all no matter what, do the right thing kind of a thing.
Hmm.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you could just, I don't know why that scene just set it up where like she was like, you know, this little kid looks like he just needs a little help. So
yeah,
I know it's a
Yeah.
risk lying to this man, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I thought that was kind of nice. I don't know
yeah.
if I.
No, for sure. I thought, like, in that scene that scene that you're talking about, like, there's like so many things, and especially as like a black viewer, at first, I'm waiting for like the shoe to drop because like not only is she like a black girl lying to like the white usher, but then
Mhm.
her dad comes in, and where I'm thinking like he's gonna try to like ease the trouble
Yeah,
between his daughter and stuff. He kind of like stands on business, which, as we know, in a predominantly white town, and here comes like the black father, right? And he's basically telling the usher like, listen, stop, and like,
yeah,
if you see him, he could be here. Like, it's not a big talk. I thought like somebody was gonna come in and be like, "Who do you think you're talking to, boy?" But it
yeah.
Yeah.
never happened. So I was like, "Oh, this is interesting."
And I feel like it was, and that also let me know that father and daughter in that, at least at that job in that movie theater, they were respected and loved, and they
Right.
were taken care of. But then in a few episodes, then look how quick the town
So quick,
turned
so
on them.
quick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very,
because
very
they
quick.
needed a scapegoat, and it was like,
Yeah.
well, you know, we love the, you know, the usher, our guy that works in the movie, that we let the whole town loves him, but
They're
it's
like,
we
yeah, it's gonna be him. He's the
it's
one
got to
that
be him.
did this. Yeah.
How quickly the tide turned, right? It was I think it was Ronnie. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking it up in Google, all the cast, and for some reason Google doesn't have Amanda Christine. That's the little girl who played Ronnie. I don't
Yeah.
know why
Yeah.
didn't Google didn't have it.
She did a really good job, man. She did a
Oh yeah.
really good job.
Yeah.
Actually, all the kids did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie was the, yeah, when she was in that projector room when old boy was slammed up against the glass.
Man, that
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, that's when I knew it was like different ball game, bro. I was like, that first episode, that's when I was like, hey, man, the loser
Something.
squad got
Man, the
off
lose.
nice and easy, man. Like, they
Man,
clearly,
they got it on classic mode, man. They got him
yeah,
on super
they got him
easy
like easy, bro.
Mario
I was
mode.
like,
Yeah. Billy
I was
Billy
like,
got it easy in comparison, and he got his arm ripped off in a sword. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
and that
yeah,
was
yeah.
still
I was
easy
like,
compared to
Oh, yo, when the little girl got her arm,
yeah,
so when Ronnie's running out the theater and she's sitting there holding, she's like
her
trying to
hand.
calm, the other girl trying to calm her down. She's like, ah, and it just her hand is in her
yeah,
hand. I was
Oh
like,
my
yes,
oh
goodness.
my God,
What
what is
what
this
yeah.
is it
I
with
was,
show?
it? And he
bro.
like he loves biting off arms. Like he loves getting
Yeah,
elbows. What is
yeah.
that?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Is that the
Yeah,
neck
dude.
back of the human body? Or is that the is that the
Yo,
That
hey, like,
it's the gristle, man. It's the gristle.
it's the gristle?
it's something, there is something about arms, man. Like, to fast forward to like the last episode, even like when he's like in his cart and that arm is holding like that little pedal that he's pushing on. There's
Oh
something about
yeah,
and arms, man. He's just got a thing for.
He's got to think that's the favorite. That's the flavor, I guess. That's what the
Yeah,
flavor is for these kids. I don't know what's going on with him on that. But then moving on to the other young actress's name, and this is like I guess kind of sticking with Ronnie. The whole thing when Ronnie's dad was first accused, and then Lily being the witness that could that could exonerate him, and that whole dynamic of, you know, I have my own problems too. I don't want to go back into the mental ward. Yeah,
yeah,
I understand that, but
yeah,
then you got Ronnie, who like I was saying before, her dad obviously taught her stick up for people, do the right thing kind of a thing. Like
yeah,
she's struggling to figure out, you could literally do the right thing and just tell the truth and save my dad, but you're being selfish. And
yeah,
and I was wondering if Ronnie was gonna take it that way, like on a racial level. Like, yeah, okay, you keep making excuses about this, about the mental ward thing, but it kind of, I don't know why I was thinking she was gonna be like, you just like using your privilege to, to save your
no.
butt, throw a black man
Oh
on an
no,
innocent black man
we didn't
on the
have that
bus.
turn in. The turn one,
yeah.
turn one out then.
No, yeah, no, I agree. Like, it was kind of like it puts you in a position. I mean,
Yeah,
like, maybe it's like purposely done. Like, who knows really like why Andy like chose to go like that route, because I think like we all were collectively like saying it, even though like
Oh,
obviously the character,
absolutely.
even though the character of Ronnie didn't have like as you were saying, the lingo of that time to kind
Yeah.
of say it, but it's like, yeah, man, like she's really choosing herself out of the fear of going back, right?
Mhm.
And letting this African American guy just die for no reason, which is obviously
Yeah.
something like a trend that's happened. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
part of the
And
thing.
without
Like,
even saying it, like, yeah, oh, typical. Like, in a way, she
Yeah.
kind of did say it, like, oh, well, what else should I expect?
Yeah.
Typical, like, kind of, I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
and but the truth and the whole crux of the thing, right? And as like Lily is like that small part, uh, but then we find out that Ingrid, right, has been plotting this whole thing. Like she's
Ingrid.
Which,
been setting it up for Ronnie's dad to like,
yeah, to take
Oh
the
yeah,
fall, which is
we gonna get on
crazy.
Ingrid a little bit. I'm gonna.
yeah,
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, but the whole with oh yeah, I got a whole thing to say about her.
I'm
But
sorry, don't mean to jump ahead, but yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Lily. But yeah, Lily. That what did you think, Chad? Do you think that? I mean, they wrote it in such a unique way where it's like you were kind of mad at it because you're thinking, is this just another person just throwing a black man on the bus to save
it,
their butt, or did you really like you kind of struggle with understanding because of her real genuine fear of
you know
why
what?
she didn't want to come off as crazy?
Yeah, so the way I looked at it when it came to those two, I didn't think of it being anything race related between
Right,
them, but I also felt like you could take that because of everything else that was happening in the show. You're
right,
just waiting for that other shoe to drop. But
right,
you feel for Lily because you see what she's going through, like outside of, like at
right,
home and things like that. You see her dad got turned into a pickle, like it's Pickle Rick or something.
right,
Absolutely
Yes,
crazy. So you see everything that she's gone through. So you kind of empathize with her, but it's like you can't let this man go to jail because
right.
you know he didn't do it. So you have to say something. But like I said, like
You kept
everything else
going back
going.
and forth, right?
Yeah, I was just like,
man.
oh, whose side? I'm like, I couldn't really even pick a side. Like, I want to
Yeah.
say whose side am I on, but I can't pick one because
Yeah,
I understand. But at the end of the day, you can't send the man to jail, man. You
Yeah,
can't send the man to jail.
I say that, and then I went and I kept going back, like 100%. No, I didn't think it was Lily being malicious and being racist, but I would have understood if Ronnie took it that way, and then I would have understood that Lily was getting mad that Ronnie didn't understand because Ronnie didn't have the same experience in that mental ward that Lily
yeah,
had. Like, you don't
Yeah,
understand my fear. And she's like, no, and people are gonna downplay it. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. They're gonna think you're crazy. But my dad is innocent. And so I wouldn't have been mad on either side for
yeah,
being as defensive as they were. Because
yeah,
technically at the same time, they were both correct. Like what we saw if you explain that to a person who didn't see it, it sounds crazy.
yeah. It
yeah.
absolutely does.
There's no way
Yeah,
you're gonna convince anybody of that. And then it's
it-
coming from a person with a history of mental illness. Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're gonna
Either
up
way,
that dosage.
what do they say? Like she was like, "You damned if you do, you damned if you don't." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's
It wa-
again as a black audience member, like you're kind of it's like double time. Like you're just like thinking like, is this racial? But like at the same time, she's a little kid. Her dad died horribly. Her mom's
Mhm.
forcing her to take pills. She knows if she goes back, they're probably gonna lobotomize her. Like it's just like
yeah.
wild. Like all this on top of like how old is she supposed to be in this? Like 11, 12? Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
they're pretty young.
They were
yeah, it's
young during that time. And fun fact that I learned that the reason why when you look at episode one and episode two, why they look so much different is because during the writer's strike, when they first originally started this, they did film the pilot episode one, and then it was like 8 months to a year later when they finally got back into the
yeah,
That's
studio to
funny.
complete episode two. There's a huge
Doing those Stranger
age
Things vibes,
difference.
man. Trying to pass them adults off as children.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? They already hit puberty there. I'm gonna see. I see. I got the little warning coming up. Let me see if I can just stop being cheap, and I'm gonna just pay this little difference, so it won't interrupt or what we doing. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see if I
man.
can.
Lily started getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Like episode 3, and I was like, okay, girl, you doing too much.
Was
Like,
this? was this before or like during when she was getting corrupted by that thing or that
Yeah, yeah, it's when she was getting corrupted by the artifact, but
yeah.
she was annoying me, man. Oh my gosh. It's mine. Give it to me. I only I can hold it. I'm like,
Well,
girl, like
I mean,
we try
finders
like
keepers. I mean,
I'm like we're trying to all live here. Like, so you're the only one that gets to live, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, well, well, I am the one holding the shard. If you get close, I'm gonna stick you. It's-
Yeah, man. Like out of all of them, I was really shocked that Richie died and Lily lived, and I was
Oh,
like, oh man, this is
oh,
and to praise what is that movie? I forget the name of that movie, but basically the dad's like the wrong kid died.
oh.
Dewey Cox, dude, because Dewey Cox was like the wrong son died. Yeah, I was like, oh man, that should have been Lily, man.
I mean, I was for Richie, I was just happy. And I don't know if y'all saw that little video I did reenacting his heroic death and whatnot. I'm wondering why there weren't as many ghosts around with Pennywise doing all that damage he was doing. But then I remembered that when he does take somebody, he also takes their soul, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Richie did not die because of Pennywise. He died because of the fire. So that's
yeah.
why his soul
Oh
got
yeah.
to stay. And I thought that was cool. As said, all right, now all right, this meeting is now unlimited. All right, no interruptions. Okay. Uh, the so I was sad. As sad as that at that moment was, man. I don't. I did my little reenaction of the of how I literally was in bed trying to be quiet. My wife was asleep, and I'm seeing that little shadow figure come out. And when Rich and I saw, I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? And when the little Richie started running,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
literally thought to myself, if that was me running past Pennywise, I would have flipped him off. And
Oh
then a
yeah.
second later, bloop,
Yep.
and
I
Yeah.
I
was like,
went
let's
nuts.
go.
When you're locked in to a moment like that, I mean, was there a moment like that for any of you guys where you were just locked in? Was
Uh,
that the moment? What was a scene from this series where you were locked in? You felt like you and the character were like right there.
that moment for sure. That was a really good moment. I also like the moment with Will when he's on the phone talking to Pennywise. That
Mm-hmm.
was so crazy to me because I
I
seen the
can't hear
behind the
you.
scene. So I seen the behind the scene footage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With Ronnie and him and
Yeah, I was
Skarsgård
like, so
together.
I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this is even cooler because I know what's happening on the other end, and I like how Will's like, I'm not afraid of you. Then he comes off the fridge. Are you sure you're not afraid? And he's
Yeah,
just
I
like,
can't hear you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like that
That
to
was
me though. Come on, now, all right, now that was a black moment. Like what? Speak
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not afraid of you.
Yeah.
What said?
I can't hear you. What'd you
He was
say?
pretty much like
Yeah.
said to my face.
Dude, he showed and like a real gangster, Pennywise showed up, blooded out. He was like, oh,
I mean, he
He's
was
like,
an
you ready
on
to run the
site.
fade now?
yeah, he was like,
Exactly. Yeah.
You're
All of a
talking
sudden
all
we on
that
your
stuff
front
online,
yard.
yeah,
homeboy. I'm here. What's up?
Talk that noise
yeah.
now. Like immediately
No,
dead lights.
yes. I was like, dang, man, there was just no conversation. I'll tell you this, man. The scene that got me right away was when he was talking to his dad when they come out of the tunnels and
Uh-huh.
what's his dad's name? Hank? No,
Leroy.
it's not Hank. Leroy. Yeah,
Yeah, because
Leroy.
I always think about the Last Dragon. Leroy.
And he's like, this is the moment where I was like,
Oh yeah.
where Will, I'm like, Will, you're an idiot, bro. You're like, what are you talking about? And like his dad's making all the points. Like, do you not understand? Like, there's a clown trying to kill. Like, we all saw it, right? You saw me
Yeah.
shoot my friend, and you
Right.
saw like what was happening. And like he slapped Leroy slaps Will, and I was like, hey, dog, like. I'm
And you
not
had it.
for it, but you had it coming, my dude. Like,
No, because
like
he's like, oh, I got to keep my friends alive. What?
yeah,
What?
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, especially back in that time, that was the most realistic for the black home.
yeah,
That because from what we remember, what grandpa, great granddad how they used to tell us what went
yeah,
down. Because you're trying to keep your kid alive by not getting into all those, the problems out there in
Yeah.
the other neighborhoods,
yeah,
right? And you will have to slap the kids to keep them because they would they justify that punishment to put the fear in your kids so they would be afraid to, because you can make the mistake in this house and just
Yeah,
get a whooping, but you make
yeah,
that same mistake out there, they might kill you,
for
and that's
sure.
why
Yeah.
they
Because
did that.
and
So when the
you got
mother,
Pennywise. I'm
uh-huh,
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, sorry. So when the mother reacted the way she reacted to that slap, I was like, no, you got the mother acting like a black mother of today.
Yeah,
That's not mostly how black women would have reacted to that. She probably would have jumped in, like the whole neighborhood would have slapped Will for acting.
for sure. And like she said it herself. Like it's not just the monster that you got to worry about. The town is like actively hunting black people. Like you can't like. And so I don't know. Like Will not grasping that was like I was like, bro, like you lucky you just got
Yeah.
slapped, man. I
It's
would have had to like,
especially with the mother also realizing that something wasn't really right with the town. As far as I
yeah,
understood, that Pennywise's presence is the reason why the town acts like kids, like
right.
boys will be boys when they seeing them kill
Yeah.
each other in the street and fight like
Yeah,
that.
if for
That's why
her to
nobody
like,
jumped in, because
yeah,
she
if
has
for
a
her
little
to
bit of the
switch up
shining
on
in her.
him.
Hmm? So,
Yeah, I said for her to switch up on him like that, because you're right,
yeah,
like, because she was just pointing out the town is crazy, and then like he slaps Will, she's like, wait a minute, I'm like,
but not my
oh,
baby. You
wait a
can slap
minute,
me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, so
no.
I didn't feel like that was realistic the way she switched up like that at the end.
yeah,
She,
The only thing I can say is that what you noticed throughout the show, and especially up to that point, is that they had problems in their marriage already
yeah.
pertaining to Will. So
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that was the
being
thing that was
bounced
like,
around with the military and
yeah. So maybe that was the thing like, oh no, you're because she was already kind of leery because Leroy was keeping secrets and not telling them exactly what's going on when she would ask, and he was
yeah,
trying to stop her from being on take looking
yeah,
out for the black people. Well, the two or three that were in the town anyway, looking out
yeah,
for
she
the
was because
ones
she
that
was she was an activist,
yeah,
yeah. She
and
was an
and
activist.
and and you're an activist married to a soldier who, black or white, you got to follow orders no matter what, and most of the times those orders back, especially back then, would be considered unjust,
yeah,
and that was a unique little dynamic. You got an
yeah,
activist and
hmm
a good soldier,
yeah. He was
type
definitely
of
a good soldier
husband
with no fear apparently, which was
with no
crazy.
fear. Well, we
Yeah,
did. Well, we later found out what he was afraid of. In
Yeah,
the end, when Will got taken,
yeah,
that
oh,
that was the
yeah,
first time I really saw fear in Leroy.
yeah,
But that was a dynamic. But you're right. You had a wife that was willing to, as much as she called out, his lies, lied straight up to his face, straight up to his face, and be like, "Oh, don't worry, I ain't gonna go out there. I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna get involved with that guy that's
yes,
accused of."
yeah. A few moments later,
Yeah,
right
5 minutes
there,
yes,
later, she in the jail, right
yeah,
at the police
right
station.
there, quick.
yeah,
She was trying to get him legal representation, right?
Yeah,
yeah, yep, yep.
And that whole thing. I'm like, I was trying to figure out how deep this was gonna really go. I honestly did not expect that father, that was accused. What was his name? That was accused of murder. I did not expect him to make it. I was surprised.
Hank, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Hank.
Hank,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hank,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
I was,
yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. It was not looking good for him.
Why
well,
did you think it would have been justified that he would have? What would you have preferred, like that it got him, or if that maybe the system kind of go?
I'm not gonna lie because well, they were trying to send him to Shawshank, which
Yeah,
this dude is this dude's trying
he
to
was
do
cooked.
some Avengers level storytelling, Marvel storytelling around here, connecting everything. It's
yeah,
so cool. Um, I would have if he had to go, because I'm happy he lived, because there was enough blood and guts throughout this whole entire thing, man. That black spot thing was absolutely insane to watch, man.
Yeah,
Watching people
yeah,
get burned alive, shot to death. To me, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like the town was more of a monster than it was.
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
well, yeah, because they were being corrupted by
Yeah,
its presence, and
yeah,
leading up to, all right. So let's get into the military side of it, because he wasn't a soldier. Hank was just an employee of the movie theater, but he was being hidden
yeah. By the soldiers,
thanks
by Dick.
to
yeah,
what's his name's wife in the black spot, and Dick, was it Dick Haller? How do you say that? Dick Halloran,
Yeah,
yeah,
played by my boy Chris Chalk. That boy there, I loved his reaction when he when they found out he was being hidden in the black spot. He could not believe it. All
Yeah.
the 'cause I didn't understand. I didn't know how to take a dick when he oh pause. Damn, that's a clip I need
Hey,
to use.
yo. Hey, hey, hey.
Yo, I didn't
Whoa.
know how to take the character Halloran. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Can you
That
send me the
right?
video when
Damn,
you're done? I got something to do.
damn.
When you,
Yeah.
yeah, you send me the video when you're done. I got
I
something to do. Don't worry
all
about
right,
it.
right. I didn't understand. I didn't know how to. I didn't know how he was coming off because it seemed like he was the black soldier there with all the privileges that all the soldiers
Yeah,
around him love. Like he was like, I was like, is he gonna be considered one of the good ones? Like I didn't know how he was, and then in the
he was
end
not.
of the season, he was the most raw.
Oh yeah, man.
Of
He was
Yeah.
down for everything.
yeah, when he
Yeah,
went straight.
I do agree with you. Like, cause like the first couple episodes we see him, like it's like you don't know if he's just like a good old boy or
Yeah,
if he's
sell
willing to
out.
like
Yeah,
yeah, you don't know. Like I didn't know how to take him either. Like especially his dynamic with Leroy because like so many times Leroy's coming to him just for like the truth and stuff, and he's just like sticking to the rules or sticking to whatever they tell him to tell him. You know, he's not really like wanting to budge. And then like even when like Will gets kidnapped and like, Leroy has to like, or yeah, Leroy has to like beg and plead
yeah.
and I understand like, Dick's going through some stuff, you know what I mean? All these ghosts are talking to him and all
Pause.
this other stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna be the only one.
You know what? I'll refer to him. I'm assuming his given name is Richard. So
Richard Halloran. No, that's
yeah.
crazy. Hey, you know what would have been absolutely amazing if
What's that?
it would have just got one good pause joke off in the middle of this show, just one
Yeah.
good one. Would have been.
We were
I'm like,
almost there, man. We
I'm
got
like, this
the
clown
closest we
has
got.
culture.
Yeah.
if 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 it ever does that, that would be funny, Paul. It's like, but but yeah, no, I agree with you. He was acting like because he was the one that was okay with setting up that fake fight in the
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
he was in the
he was
room.
in there. Yeah,
They
he was
sensed
part
each
of
other.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know how his character was gonna come off though. I was like, okay, so wait, you was there? What the heck is going on? But then when you realize the overall reason
Right.
why they did it and stuff, you it got very weird with the military. I was like, all right, I hope these dudes are not thinking that they can somehow control Pennywise. And then sure
on
enough,
brand, baby, on
yeah.
brand.
Like
Yeah.
maybe we can trap Pennywise in Russia or something like that. Maybe we can
Yeah,
convince them to like come on.
because
It
they were
was
trying to use them. It's almost like they were trying to use them as like a weapon,
Yeah.
to go and use against other countries. But like you find out in the end, nope.
And then
Good
once
old
again, it was the Native Americans that were like,
per
y'all need to learn to
usual.
leave it alone.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, the one thing that like they don't talk about or like which probably in the future outside of the next two seasons maybe they'll theorize on it, but it's like they never considered that like maybe letting him loose maybe that would like mess up his time schedule like because maybe he's only allowed to do it 27 years because of the ruins or the
yeah.
things, right?
Where he
They,
crashed,
they,
yeah, where he crash landed.
yeah, they
I
like if
heard
you
that
let
it
him
was
out, does he have a time limit anymore?
what's that turtle god's name again?
Yeah,
The
Metrin or Murin or something like that. Something with an
I heard
M.
that the 27 years is locked into whenever he inhales and exhales. Like when he inhales, that's when it can be out there, but when he exhales or something, that's when the
Yeah,
sleep
he
cycle.
has to.
I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Maybe that's just BS
But
or
I was
somebody made up,
just
but that's I heard it's tied to that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Oh,
that's
okay. I was
interesting.
just thinking like, I didn't know that, but I was just thinking like, what if like those rules only applied because of those things
Of the
that keep him?
confined space that he's in.
Yeah. And so if we let him out, what if he's not now? He's just year round, like he's forever. Like we, like they don't even they never even thought about that or like how much
No,
he
Yeah,
was going
you
to.
could be
they didn't think
cursing the
about
whole
anything
earth
in this show.
to 100 years of Pennywise just causing trouble,
Yeah,
and then he only sleeps for like 5 weeks.
Yeah. Oh.
yeah. You just don't know, man. And you know what? I do wonder now, because like I feel like the black experience is like so tied to it now.
Hmm.
Um, it's just like how much of that writing like was it was so wonderful because like Charlotte, who is like, you know, she's obviously African American, but she's African American and she's a woman in a time where like no, like Lily, who's a white girl, not a woman, but like nobody's listening to her because she is a girl, right? And like nobody's listening to like Charlotte because she clocks it right away that like there is something odd about this town. Like, you know, we got it. Like, and like she's kind of her talking points are kind of like just pushed to the side. You
Yeah.
know, even from her own husband, right? He's just like, listen,
You just trying to do that activist shit again.
yeah, right.
Yep,
And you
basically.
know, like, and I do want to say to like General Shaw, what a piece of crap, because like
Okay.
when Leroy's like, you you let me move into town, and he's like, I told you to live on base, and he's like, but I'm like, but you didn't tell
But you
me
didn't tell me
why.
why though.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
You know,
still
this,
didn't say anything.
yeah,
it's classified.
he
Look,
was like, I told you
General
to live on
Shaw,
base. Yeah,
they tried to make him understandable or likable when you kind of really didn't overall know what he was really planning and plotting,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
you would think as an adult he would be one of those traumatized kids that, because I honestly thought that maybe he was trying to figure out how to destroy Pennywise at
That's what
first.
mm,
it seemed like.
That's what it
Cause you
seemed like he was, because he was working with her friend, was it Rose?
Yeah, Rose. Yeah,
And
because they were attached. They were real close when they were younger. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay, he's gonna come back. Maybe once he gets his memories back, he's gonna try to save everyone. But
yeah,
no.
yeah,
but no, he wanted the power. No, I got the power now. I want the, yeah, all the privilege kick in again.
Yeah.
He just
yeah.
wanted the
But
power.
to like, I don't know, I can't play devil's advocate out too much, but I will say like, you know, it was very, very Elon Musk of his understanding of like how it works. Because his
Yeah,
idea of like, look, which is true of the town, because after these great tragedies, like the town is like, just they feel sorry for whatever tragedy they did, and it's like a month of like harmony. And he's just
yeah,
like, look, we let them out. Everybody goes crazy, and then like we're gonna be one whole loving country again. You know, this through this tragedy, we're gonna be one love, and it's just like that's not how that works.
now, I mean, the military would have never admitted that they were the reason why this thing is
Yeah,
out. They would have denied its existence.
no, for sure, for
They
100%, a hundred
they would,
percent. So like,
unless a very important figure would have been taken or something like that, like the president's kid or something like
oh
that would have
yeah,
had to happen before they
oh
even
yeah,
admit. And then if they admitted that they had it sealed and they released it, then now you told all the other world leaders that you have released
for
a huge threat. So what if maybe we should nuke America to get rid of this thing or something?
Yeah.
That's what
yeah. But
it would have caused
this is
World War III.
outside of yeah, this is outside of our talking points, but like
Yeah.
it begs to ask the question. It's like which one of the villains from the many Stephen King universes who are dwelling in Earth? Because I feel like it is like a free it is kind of like Thanos in a sense. Like I think like the other bad guys or villains in Stephen King's universe, like somebody would have to say like, listen, he can't be just let free. Like
Yeah.
I live here too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like like he just
He
can't
just
be.
had that buffet at the black
Yeah,
spot.
Yeah.
He's got to
yeah. Yeah, yeah, like what is this? Ronald Flag or like the Men in Black or whatever his name is. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, I gotta kill people too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't be taking all the victims. Like,
Leave
like,
some for the rest of us.
yeah, I wonder like who like would have like if the people in the hotel would have to like step out of the hotel and be like, look, if you kill everybody, we can't kill people here.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Like you miss you what they say, you fucking up the rotation.
yeah,
Move before we get into the black spot tragedy and stuff like that. But okay, let's get into what was it, Hank and
hmm
his, now speaking about how bad things were in that time. I mean, like I'm in a interracial marriage as well. Chad, I believe you are too, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Like you never see my wife, boy. What's wrong with
You
you?
He's like,
he's,
last I checked, yeah.
Yeah,
he's like,
I go check.
I just live
Our
here, dude.
marriage would have been illegal back then.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you got right there. You got a person, a young lady who grew up uh, with all the trauma, the issues and the stuff that she has, losing her father, working out in the
Mm-hmm.
hmm
circus and all that stuff. And she's now currently married to an abusive husband and things like that. You, on top of this, you decide to now add an affair onto these issues. And not only that, an affair with a black man during the 1960s in a town that's willing to throw that same nice this the one of the man that we like and love under the bus for a murder.
right,
And when
All to please your daddy.
all the yeah and when what's his name popped up in the back of her car, it didn't dawn on me that that's who that was, that was that relationship until that hug.
yeah,
Yeah.
It caught me off guard. I'm like, really? Like all the issues you got now. Oh, this is the one. This is the lady you were talking about that you were
Yeah.
not. Well, now it made sense why he didn't give up his alibi
Yeah.
to
yeah,
of how he couldn't have been the murder,
Yeah.
because
I
you
was
would have
getting
been out of
frustrated
the
by that
frying
too.
pan and into the fire.
Yeah. Huh.
yeah. Yeah, oh for sure. As somebody who's also married to a white lady, I just after watching that, I was just looking at my wife like, y'all be
Yeah,
plotting.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. But I will say what's more frightening about that is like we did not like uh, her character Ingrid was not aware of the black spot or the black spot like ever forming. So she just was doing this to create some sort of havoc. So
Yeah.
in her mind, what did she think was going to happen to Hank? Like, was she thinking they were going to lynch him? Like, was that like that's the
She
more
already saw
frightening?
what her dad did to that one little girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I don't give her any excuse.
Oh
no,
no,
So
she gets
I'm not.
she gets
No,
zero
I'm not just
excuses.
getting all this
Not a
smoke,
single
but
one.
I'm saying like the frightening aspect of that is
right.
what was she thinking? Like,
Oh
she
yeah, you're
knew that
asking the
he was
question.
going to
Oh yeah,
die horribly. Like,
yeah,
cause like she knew like she was doing this before the black spot was even built,
yeah.
right? So like she was setting him up to like get like burned at the stake, lynch. Like she knew this was going to be like that. So that's the even scarier part of it was just like, bro, like you were going to get.
Yeah, she was thinking too many steps ahead, man. She wanted
My
you. She
goodness,
didn't
my
even.
goodness.
Yeah.
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 This man that she loves and whatnot. She loved him so much she was willing to risk really his neck if they found out if the town found out about of their relationship. Because I
But did
mean, she
she
probably
love
would have
him?
gotten beaten up or whatnot, but no, I mean, I mean, I'm sure the husband, that husband was crazy, so he might have killed her too.
I
But
feel like she was gonna. I feel like that she was gonna set him up for rape. I don't think there was any. I don't think she loved him. I think she was gonna do that. Oh, he raped me gimmick and then get everything started. The whole town
yeah,
would be
that
looking
that
for
was an
this.
option.
Yeah.
She
Like,
could have talked her way out of it really
yeah, oh,
easily,
yeah, for
and
sure.
she always knew it.
Oh
And
man,
when she brought Pennywise to that spot where everybody was there, and all right, so that scene when that first started off, the whole standoff at the door with
hmm
the guys came in with their guns and whatnot,
Yeah.
and then when the soldiers pulled their guns, when was the moment where you knew the soldiers was messing up? I have a specific moment. Did y'all clock it?
when the soldiers were messing up,
Right at the
there's
standoff when the military when the lynch mob came in and they were looking for Hank, and then the
hmm
soldiers wasn't going to give him up.
yeah.
And then this is the moment for me when the lynch mob was like, "Okay, cool, that's fine, we'll leave." The
Yeah.
second
Oh
they
yeah.
started
Oh
slowly
yeah.
backing away,
Yeah. It was
I
like we
knew
know better
the
than
black
that.
people they were messing up. I was like, no, 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 no,
They should
no,
have went
y'all don't get
outside
the.
to make sure they
I was,
left.
I was screaming at the TV like, no, stop them. They need to stop backing off like that. That was too easy.
Yeah.
It's that they first of all they all had masks on, and
Yeah,
like the soldiers don't know this, but Holleran knows this. If they would have killed everybody in a mask, the government just would have covered it up because what they're doing is so much more important
Yeah.
than the death of these people. Like, even if they found out it was the sheriff, they would have just been like, everybody in that building could have just been like, you know what? I think the it affected me in such a way that he made me
Yeah.
shoot these white people. I wasn't me. And General Shaw would have been like, load them up. Just put caution on this. When they let all those white folks leave, that's when they messed up right
That's when
in
they met.
there.
I feel like that's when they messed up. I was like, dude, you're setting your. There's no way in where you're not going to convince me that they don't have that place surrounded, and you're going to
Oh yeah.
let them leave. No, you need to make them stay. So at least some of them need to stay in there, and y'all need to leave. And y'all, I felt like they would have had a better chance of
Oh
getting out.
yeah.
I knew the place was probably surrounded, but I could sense it. I was like, the second they walk out that door is gonna get locked. I
Oh
knew it was
yeah.
gonna, and then
Rap.
that
I
fire
knew it.
started.
That's why I was
After
wishing they
that,
would have just
that
walked
time
them
when everybody was
outside.
happy. Go. I'm sorry. What was that, chat?
I wish they would have walked them outside the door. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we backed you down. Let's make sure you get in your car. Let's make sure you leave.
Let's
But
keep it
they were like,
peaceful.
nah, we cool. We about to start dancing again.
Yeah.
And
It
then
felt
they try
like
to,
it felt like sinners all over
yeah,
again.
Yeah.
yep.
You invited them in. I knew it was a problem.
It was too much, man. Wild.
And then that when the
What?
fire got set up, after that, that good moment, everybody danced. You had Richie on the drums. You had
Richie was getting it, huh?
yeah, he was getting down with it, and Marjorie Margaret was doing a little what was it, the
So
shake, the shimmy or something like that, and
Yeah, the little
everybody was.
twist or what? Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
man, this was too good of a too good of a moment. The
yeah.
yeah.
We
I
all
heard
knew
that
what we were here for.
I heard that they improv a little bit. That on behind the scenes, they said they improv that "I love you" thing when Richie was in the fire.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
I
that
heard
was
they said
so sad,
I
man.
heard that was
Yeah.
a lot of that was improv. But you know why? You do know why that you never saw you know how you saw Will and Ronnie, they kissed, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know why Richie and Margaret couldn't kiss?
No,
Why is
why?
that?
What,
That
so what's
because
the
of the
thing?
bloodline thing? Like like,
The actress, Margaret is 18.
Oh wow.
huh?
Okay.
She's 18, and she was playing younger, and all the other guys they were below 18 legally. You can't do that anymore. You can't have a kissing scene or
Well,
a
yeah,
romantic
that's
scene,
yeah,
even
yeah,
if the
that's a little
characters are the
illegal.
same age. The actors weren't. You couldn't have them kiss.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes total
That
sense
was the
for
only
sure.
that was the only reason why I didn't know that because she looked young.
She's like a little
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, hey, her and the actress Sophia who
Oh,
plays
sorry.
like
Dog's getting
Beverly,
excited.
Beverly both still look young. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Beverly
Yeah.
watches the, I guess it's a gift and a curse.
Yep.
When it showed up, that was in the black spot. That was when that it strut came out again, right in the
Oh
fire.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that which line? Who did? Was that the face on my? Do I have face on my face line?
Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
face on my face?
You said, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that
What
face.
is it?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna insert it right here. I'm gonna insert a clip because that face on my face line was also something that Tony Collette said in that movie in the horror Heritage.
Oh, okay.
She was yelling at her son. You staring at me with that face on your face. I was
Yeah.
like, those two scenes kind of give you the same kind of energy. I was like, dang, face on my face is gonna become a thing now. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, they call it the Pennywise shuffle.
Yeah, in the
Right?
middle of
Oh
all
yeah.
those
Oh,
bars.
that's the
Like I
dance. He
said,
stole
that
my dance, big dog. I didn't like that. That's
you
my
did
Yeah.
move
what?
right
Hold
there.
up.
That you said you did the dancing?
Oh, I said he stole my dance, man.
Who, Pennywise?
Yeah, man, that's my dance. He stole that from me, man. I didn't like that too much, but I forgive him.
Man, I'm telling you, all that soul food he was getting, he was dancing, strutting. That dude was feeling himself,
Yeah.
even after all that chaos. But moving on to, I think this was before. Was it before the flashback when we learned how it decided to take the Pennywise persona?
Mm.
Did you think that they would? Was I don't even know if this was in the books or not. That the real Pennywise was a nice guy.
Yeah, that
I didn't see that coming. I always thought
no.
that it was always it. I don't know why, but I, it,
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. I thought like what all we were kind of told, what little we were told about Bob Gray from the first two movies, like
yeah,
I thought like maybe he would be like some sort of degenerate, right? Like but he's just a guy just trying to like
raise his
or
daughter.
raise his daughter and caught in the grief of the loss of his wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was just a nice guy. The only person who kind of had sense in this whole thing, like when the kid came out, he was like, "Come help me." He was like, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah.
He was like,
I
it
was
was
That
like,
was
only,
fun.
no,
I was
yeah,
like,
that
hey,
that
I'm like, I can't be mad at this.
yeah,
Dude, he said, well, he dealing with kids all day. He's like, dude, I'm on a smoke break, man. You better leave me alone. Go
yeah,
find you. Go. And it was funny how it realized, okay, he wasn't tricking this clown to follow him, so he had to come up with a fake story about missing his parents and obviously that he probably tapped into his head knowing that lost his wife, and so
Yeah.
he's like, okay, we got another kid that
yeah.
lost his
Well,
mom, like my daughter lost her mom, so that
the wild,
he
yeah,
tapping into that sympathy, right? But
yeah. Well, the wild
that
part
line
about
was
it,
like the kids seem very drawn to you. It was like that's some weird shit to say to somebody.
Yeah.
that was that's kind of weird, kid. You need to run the fuck on. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I need you to get, I need to go. Yeah, like the wild part about it was like he was not buying it at all. Like the guy, it had to make a woman scream in the background to make him get up and move because he was just
Yeah.
yeah,
not gonna do it. He was just like,
yeah.
he's like, I
Because
lost my parents, and he's like, well,
yeah,
that's good for
exactly. I lost my
you.
parents. He's messing with his head and getting into his history. But at first, Pennywise was talking to it like Foghorn Leghorn. Run along, boy. You bother me.
Yeah, yeah. He was like,
I say
he
now
was like,
get. I say now get out of here, boy. I'm on my smoke break.
yeah, yeah. It's so wild, man.
But
Oh man,
that trauma though, that losing her dad like that, it was understandable when he took the form of the dad. Now, okay, now here's something that was trending a lot. That look on Pennywise's face when he looked at her, and oh, and you brought a little friend too, and the first thing she said was Papa. You saw that? Remember that confused
Yeah.
look on
Yeah.
yeah,
Pennywise's face? Like,
It was like, man, did I get your mom too? I can't remember.
yeah, he the moments that Pennywise really had to think because he didn't care. He like when she said, "You're not my dad." Like, "Oh no, I'm your dancing daddy." Now
Yeah.
black folks love that point too.
yeah,
When he saw Chad's dancing moves, I'm your
Yeah.
dancing daddy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, "What did you do to my father?" He really had to think about it. He's like,
Yeah, there's a couple of those think about it moments, and then when Holleran slapped him and his he had to think. But wait a minute.
Yeah.
another yeah. That to me was another black moment right there.
That
That
was
He's
a
like,
black
man,
moment.
you can't do that.
I is
The,
that
what,
he slapped it. He's like, "Oh God!" Like,
yeah,
oh, hold
what
on.
made that moment was shout
It
out to
had to.
Bill Skarsgård, but like
He
the
had to.
Pennywise
He
look
had to
around. He
collect
had to
himself,
look
right?
around. Yes,
Yeah.
when he was looking
He's
at
like,
everybody, like he was like, did that just happen? He's like, yeah, he just hit you.
Yeah, to me, dude, yeah, that look around, yeah, that look around. I
Yeah,
know he didn't touch me. Like
yeah.
he really was offended
yeah,
that this human put his
Yeah.
hand, like not only put his hands on, had the audacity to make it hurt. He couldn't understand it, and he had
no,
to. It was like it reminded me of a dude that was probably caught in a lie, like when your girlfriend goes like whose underwear is this that I found in your car, and you're like, whoa, hold on, let me think. Hold on, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like
Yeah,
in my car?
you know a lie is about to come out. Wait,
yeah,
wait, hold on. The way he just kind of he needed to think about it for a second. Like, okay, no, I was a god a few minutes ago. I did
yeah.
something. I
It,
wake
it,
up
right.
and this dude slapped me. No, no, son of Halloran.
Yes. He's like, he didn't just slap you once, he slapped you twice. He
Yeah,
got you
yeah.
he got you
He
once and then he
backslapped him
came
too.
back for he came
And,
back for it.
when he saw the hand of Halloran, hit the
Yeah.
table after that shakeup. I don't know why I thought some racist stuff was about that. I don't know why I thought it was going, you black bastard. I thought he was about to say something crazy. You tricky motherfucker.
That would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious.
Hey, would have played into the town, that's for sure.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. That would have
the
been like muscle. But that lets you know Pennywise is okay with killing kids, but he does not cross the racism line. He's just like, I am a better person than that.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's like,
but
I
he,
have dignity.
Yeah.
but at the
He's like,
same
wait,
time, he's not afraid to use racism to instill that fear. To
Yeah,
no,
no,
yeah, this
not
is
at
true.
just
all.
like in the movie that one bully
Hmm.
was very racist, and he made him his pretty much his like his lackey, and
Yeah,
he kept him out there.
Yeah,
You know,
Pennywise is most definitely like he'll use it, but like he'll be like, listen, I didn't say it. It was already in his heart. Like,
yeah, y'all humans invented this racism stuff.
yeah,
I'm just
I'm
trying to
just
see
merely
me.
using it as a tool.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He's like,
the
that didn't come
way
out of my mouth.
the way he would subtly use it, and then when General Shaw got in his face after Halloran, had him frozen,
Yeah,
Hmm.
and just knew that he could somehow convince this god to to listen to him and whatnot. He's like, "Yo, you're free to go. Go ahead, go." He's like, it was like, all right, okay, and that look back, that like when he was like, oh, wait, whoa, hold on, whoa, that
Yeah.
I never, what he say, I never forget a smell.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'll never
That
forget a smell.
Yeah,
that
that
look
look
back
back
to
was
me was
crazy.
fun. That
Immediately in my head, I heard that meme when he goes, "Run!" I was like,
Yeah.
just run. Just,
do you think that if if I don't know, do you think that the only reason why it killed him was because Shaw thought he could like yell at him the way he did, or if you think or do you think if Shaw would have just ran like and then said nothing and ran, that it would have just let him and ignored him? But that, or do you think that like I feel that it was thinking, I just let a human mentally slap me a second ago and think he could get away with it. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you holler in my face telling me.
Yeah, you might be onto something there. You might be onto
I think
something.
Halloran shook it up so much that he was like, "No, I ain't letting none of y'all raise y'all voice at me ever."
yeah, it's not happening. Not two
like I
times
still,
in one night.
like I still taste the blood on my side of my lip. No, no, and then you just bit the hell out of Halloran's head. But the I think that's probably a piece of what was going on. Like
Yeah,
towards
Shaw
the end,
definitely had that coming, man. Oh, I was like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
my God, get this guy out of here.
the
Shaw and Lily are definitely the two characters that I was like, you guys got to go.
needed to go.
Yeah.
The whole dynamic that Shaw, that Lily, and I would say Shaw, Lily, and Hank were the three I felt like needed to like it would be my top three probably needed to go based
Yeah.
on what they did. I don't know why. I'm still gonna keep Hank in that list.
You gotta what did Hank do? But get
Hank
a kid. He really did nothing the
Hank
whole
knew what he
time.
was doing also getting in that relationship
He
in
just did a
that
little
time.
adultery. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not a crime, is it?
First of
He
all,
Well, technically
he
back then
knew.
it was,
I
so
feel like he was as much as she was putting herself at risk. Not on, and I felt not as equal as risk as if not more risk he was putting himself in. I feel like he was also putting his daughter at risk
no,
yes.
okay. Now see, you're on to something.
Lily's husband already being a crazy. What happens if he would have bumped into Ronnie in the street or something like
Yeah.
that, knowing what her dad did with his wife or something like?
Bro,
I feel like
all of
that's a
that.
risk.
All of that. Yeah, most definitely. He should have known better. You know what? I'll accept your argument for sure. He needed to go because he wasn't thinking about his mom or his daughter
Daughter,
or like it's like, bro, look what year you're in right now. And like it's not even that he's like having an affair with Ingrid, but he's having an affair whose husband is like an off-kilter butcher. What
yeah,
Yeah.
what do you think is going to
going to
happen?
happen. I'm not gonna bother. I mean, because you obviously knew the risk because you knew to keep your mouth shut while you were arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you knew it was gonna make it worse. You, in my opinion, you should have thought of that before you got involved with her. If you were really trying to protect your mom and your daughter, you that risk was always there. So I don't
Yeah.
know. In another town, even maybe in New York, maybe I don't know, maybe in another city that would have probably been all right with most of the people around, depending. But
Yeah.
that town didn't seem like the town that town that should have been happy. But anything else before we wrap it up?
You can't stop true love, man. You can't stop true love.
That's what they say. I will say,
Hank and Lily set the foundation for all of our
Yeah.
marriages.
thank you. I guess big ups to Hank and Ingrid. Thanks for being the ones to sacrifice, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Hank and Lily had to crawl so we can walk, so we can
Oh
run.
Yeah.
man, bro. That's
Had to
funny.
walk before we can run.
I
Oh
will say
man.
I know we have two more seasons to go. Um, and I think like where we're going, one of the things that really is like piquing my interest in this new world that they're building is like what the future looks like in the sense of like, are we going to have to go back to it chapter 1 and 2, because it would seem like what we gather from the season finale and everything is that uh much like you said, does Pennywise hold a grudge that he's trying to go back and eliminate the ancestors of the loser squad? Well,
Right.
Hmm.
now, right, like I feel like even with like because Hank lived, right, and so Ronnie is out of town, like how much of this upsets like that timeline, right? Because I've seen videos of people are saying like Ronnie originally is supposed to die because she's one of the voices in the sewers that Bev hears, right? But now she's alive, and from what we've seen of Leroy in the first chapter 1 and chapter 2, he's not really like a nice guy, and he doesn't seem to even recall or remember that he's there to protect the community
Well, yeah,
from
well, because
it.
once you leave town, you start to forget.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but he doesn't leave town. Like they took over Rose's farm specifically.
Leroy. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Hank. You said Leroy.
Yeah,
That's
specifically.
Yeah.
But and when we see him in chapter 1, it's like he's just there
well,
to
no.
kill
They said
sheep.
when they
Yeah.
also said that even if you do stay in town, the when he hibernates, sometimes you some people will forget. Sometimes they
Yeah,
kind of. I remember hearing somebody explain
yeah,
whether you leave or stay. Sometimes you will forget.
yeah. But that's the thing, that so like we got to explore that in the sense of like, because in the last thing he says like, okay, when people leave they forget, implying that if you stay you don't. But and then in chapter 2, right, Mike is the only one who remembers because he stayed in town.
Yeah.
And Margaret forgot as well because
And here's
but
the thing.
her instincts stayed in because again I don't think she had the shining
Well, here's
because
this is my theory on that is also Margaret had both eyes in it chapter 1 and 2,
Yep. So now she's missing one.
so now she's missing an eye. So now
is she missing an eye or is that eye still healing?
I don't
No,
know,
oh
but
well,
it's
no.
it's
Technically, they said that she didn't lose an eye. It was just
just
healing.
working. It's not. She's gonna have a she
Like
it's
in
in her.
chapter 1 and 2, did the adult Margaret like have a scar or
No,
anything
No,
like that?
no, she
no,
didn't have anything. I just
she
watched it,
has
and
no
I was
she
looking. I
yeah,
looked directly for that.
Now
she has nothing. So how much of this like
I'm okay. I
changes?
think I think I know where you're going. I don't think, and
Yeah,
I heard this on TikTok. I don't think Pennywise can change his destiny, but if what we just saw,
No, I
based on
think
what what you're getting at, the fact that if Ronnie was supposed to die and then she lived, I think if he can't change his destiny, then he's making his destiny worse because now people that were supposed to die are surviving, and I'm thinking his death is gonna be worse now.
no,
It's gonna
right,
have
you,
but
there's gonna be
that's
more people alive to
but
jump him in the end.
right, that's what
and
I'm
you know
saying.
what's
So
funny?
it's
You got
like
another person to roast you. Apparently,
Yeah.
you talking
yeah,
about the black creators. Boy, he gonna get roasted.
so
He
it's
gonna be
like
so small and itty bitty in the end.
and that's the thing too. It's like the whole thing because like clearly Rose remembered, right, and her farm's on the outskirts of town, and
Right.
so if the Hollerins are on the out on Hanlons are on the outside of town, and their whole purpose is to remember. Now that changes like Mike's true like who really puts together the loser squad now in it chapter 1 and 2, because Mike would know.
Oh, I get where you're
He
going.
he
Well,
would
because
know
there's
what.
another thing, and Chad, you might be able to remember this now. And I think from the TV series, and I heard it's also in the book. In the TV series, the person who remembers and brings everybody back together in the library and stuff, that was Will's kid, right? That was
Yeah,
But then in the but then in it in the remake, they had it be one of the other kids, the little white boy that was went to the library to
Yeah,
get
it was
involved. Like,
the new kid. The new
yeah,
kid was the
why?
one
I
in the
mean,
library.
they made a change like that. So I'm wondering now if every time they remake it, they'll simultaneously keep it connected and just say this Pennywise looks like a different actor
Yeah,
because it keeps going
Right.
back in time
yeah,
and changing things, and every remake is still connected. Like
But
technically, you
so
could say that
yeah,
this it is connected to the one from the TV series and stuff
yeah.
so
because
my
And you
but
and you and you
you're
know what
right.
I
You're
think?
right.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I was gonna say like we can't change its destiny, right? It is always gonna die by the loser squad. My thing is now like I wonder because of what he's doing, if the loser squad still are the ones that kill him, but it changes the members
the
of the
members of
loser
it, yeah,
squad,
I
Yeah,
agree.
right? So
They,
that's what
they,
I'm.
well, season 2 and 3 is supposed to go 27 years back. We're gonna keep going back.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I have a question. So we know for certain that he can't change his destiny because that's what it seems like he's trying to
Because
do.
yeah, that's what he's
And
he
trying
I
feels
to
like he's
do.
trying, but he feels like he can't because it
but
happened. He died.
because I feel like they wouldn't have said that if he's not gonna do. We wouldn't be getting more seasons if he's not gonna do it at some point. I feel like he's gonna get that kill, that victory that he needs to get, and then we're gonna get a new set of movies where things are gonna be totally different. And I'm here for it. I
Yeah,
can't
I
yeah,
wait.
I
that's what I'm
I
thinking
agree,
too.
but I agree and disagree at the same time because I feel like the answer is in exactly what he said. Because he said, you guys, your son is the reason. Well, the loser squad is caused my death, but it also was his birth. Didn't he say something like that? Like it was my death and my. I think his
Yeah,
death and birth are connected. I think it's gonna go all the way back and like the when the loser squad kills him, he'll go into his whatever time connection thing because he's that he has, and then it'll go back all the way back to when he was first created, when the universe was created, whatever, whatever. I don't know. I feel like maybe, like he said, it's connected with his death and his birth. So
yeah,
maybe he's just stuck in a time loop that just can
yeah.
change slightly.
Yeah, I just like that's the only thing. Like I guess like that's a we have to unfortunately wait and see how this happens. But like it's just like it's interesting to think about because is like oh snap, like so many people who. So I think the secret sauce of the loser squad is that they have to be losers, and
Yeah,
making Marge aware of what's going on would mean like Richie wouldn't be a loser. Like
Yeah,
he would know, and so with Mike, I think like in some weird way, like what Pennywise is trying to stop is kind of working. Like maybe Mike and Richie won't be part of the loser squad. Like it would be like new losers. Like ironic twist of fate
the
would
new
be
losers.
if
I like that.
like yeah, the ironic twist of fate would be is if the three popular girls from season one ended up birthing the new losers because they were once popular, right? But now because Margaret is now a strong person. Mike is now a strong kid. Like they are in the know. They wouldn't be the losers. They would be the
I
technically cool
I,
kids.
love, this is how good of actresses those little girls were, man. I hated those girls, man. I
Oh
really
yeah.
I
Oh,
really enjoyed them. I just hate bullies. Those girls
yeah.
talking all that. Marge trying to be their friend,
yeah. She
and
tried.
the
Yeah.
before my last question is gonna be all right. Did any of y'all pick up on that reflection in Marge's glasses? Did y'all think a lot of people in the beginning thought that she
No, I
was
didn't.
Pennywise? Did you?
Yeah, I missed
No, I
something.
didn't.
You gotta
No, I.
catch me up on that.
Like when Richie was in the hallway and he was like looking at Marge and her glasses reflected, there was always this yellow like reflection in her glasses. And it happened a couple times and they never explained it. And then I heard
Yeah.
somebody's theory on that it wasn't a reflection that was happening that you could actually see, but uh, it was something about, didn't they mention that like 27 years, like what we're probably going to see in season 2, like some big fire that happened a long time ago. They
Yeah.
mentioned it, like
Okay.
they talked about
Yeah.
the black spot and then there's some fire that happened. Somebody believes that that's actually what Margaret's glasses was picking up, because that's where the fire happened. That
Okay.
Ah.
that fire that
So
happened that killed all those kids a long time ago. Every time, everywhere she looked, that's what she was. Her glasses was picking up with some
So
fire.
I didn't. When I heard a more streamlined theory of the theory you just told us. But like when I first saw it, I thought like Oh, like it was a nod to like, somehow Pennywise. I thought like the thing was a nod to Pennywise using his attraction to this girl to cause his death. Like he was gonna twist her in some way to make him like die. But I heard a streamlined version of that theory that like that glow was a reflection of Richie's like how he died, how he was gonna die, which
Ooh,
was it was the
Oh, that's
fire.
good.
reflection
Like
of
it
a
was
reflection of the
the
spot.
fire, yeah.
I like that one better. I like that one
Yeah,
better.
so I heard that one.
Yeah.
Projecting Richie's fire.
Yeah,
Death.
yeah,
That makes more sense. Because it was always when Richie was was
yeah.
it always with Richie? Oh,
Well,
watching Doctor Sleep ever. I
mm,
didn't think it was interesting. But then after watching Halleck after watching because I'm afraid to say his name again because y'all will get on me. Richard Halloran. After watching him again and realizing that that was the same character from The Shining and all that, I went back and I watched Doctor Sleep and
yeah,
seeing and looked up the different people that have played that character and the many times that he's been used, and I like the fact. So I went and I enjoyed it. I like the way they. It feels like with The Shining, especially with who played with having Obi-Wan Kenobi playing that the adult version of the kid from The Shining. It was kind of interesting how it feels like The Shining and the Force seem to have a lot of similarities,
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
especially
yeah,
with Force Ghosts. But that was interesting. So I went back and I watched Doctor Sleep, and I don't think I've ever really watched The Shining from beginning to end before. I've seen so many clips I pieced it together myself, but I might have to just sit down and just watch it.
yeah,
Um, and Chad, you said the movie that you
Yeah, I
that
rewatched
you
it or watched it because I've always wanted to watch it, but I've always just kind of had it on the back burner in my list of movies to watch. But like I said, once I finished Welcome to Derry, I had to go watch it. And it's so cool to see how they tie so many things together. Like they mentioned the black spot incident in the book and things like
yeah
that. And like I said, I was looking at Marjorie, looking at her eye, see what was going on with it. She had her eye because I was wondering if all those things were going to tie together. But this was very masterful, man. I really enjoyed the newer movies, like better than the old ones.
yeah
Because the
yeah.
old one, I'm not gonna lie, like I couldn't stand the second movie. I thought it was so dumb. Like the ending of the turtle and all that crazy nonsense. I wasn't a fan of it.
the turtle with the universe on his back and all. Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
that it didn't make sense at the time. Like it was just such a
It
like
was like
sharp.
metachlorians. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, what are we watching? But the second movies, they nailed it, man. They got it right. I need to finish Doctor Sleep because I started watching it, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. So that's
yeah,
gonna be on my next to-do list.
No, yeah,
I'm very much getting into these different kids who have The Shining, these different versions of The Shining, and how powerful they're. Going back to like the Green Mile, learning how John Coffey, how powerful he technically was. I know
yeah.
it'll never happen, but they say that if you would have gotten the girl that's in Doctor Sleep, if you got John Coffey from the Green Mile and get Shawshank Redemption and all these other characters, Carrie, what's her name? The psychic that got the blood dropped on
Oh,
her.
yeah, that's Carrie.
Yeah,
Carrie, that's Carrie.
she had the Shining as well. Um, like Pennywise wouldn't be able to handle these. If they Avengers assembled these people together, it'd be over.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm curious if I don't know if I'll even want it, but I'm hoping that we're not talking about finding a way to do like a multiverse thing where we have Carrie and John Coffey trying to get all these people together in the
well, what's that? Do you
when the
guys
Force
watch
Awakens.
you guys watch the after show podcast of each episode?
No, no, I didn't.
No.
Well, so I don't know, like to touch on that, like whether or not we're going to get a multiverse. What is something that Andy Machete, like he didn't have to say this, but he went out of his way to mention that, like when they asked him about the future of Dick Halloran, he said that they're going by the book as far as Dick Halloran's concerned. In the book, Dick lives, like he doesn't die.
Okay.
So like
Ah.
I don't know why he would give that information out, if not to have him revisit. And like he can't go 27 years back to revisit, but he
Right.
can go into the future to revisit Dick Halloran. So
But do
maybe,
you do you think they're gonna do a spinoff with that
yeah,
character?
yeah. In my opinion, there's too much like timey wimey stuff happening
Yeah.
for them not to like address like like the reverberations of like how that would affect the future, not to kind of like do a spinoff.
Get that
And like
get that hotel like under control. Like there was probably all those ghosts are probably like chaotic, and then he had to get in there to
yeah,
kind of get it under control before the Shining
yep.
started, or something
And
like that.
seeing and like yeah, I would like I personally, if Andy was like, I'm gonna do a new Shining because um the writer of the book, Fudge, what is his name? I forget. I
Stephen
just had a
King.
brain
Stephen
yeah,
King.
Stephen King didn't like the first movie of The Shining. He wasn't a fan. He was so not a fan that he made a made for TV movie version of his own book. He wrote and directed himself. Um, so like I think him wanting to see like what Andy's doing is probably something in his like to watch list. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
To finally get a true version of whatever he thinks his book is worth doing. You know? But yeah.
Ah,
All
okay.
right. But before I let you guys go, let me one last question. Let's do it. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna say like let's see how I'm gonna phrase this. I'm gonna say, who would you give the real one award? Like you say, if I when I say this character's name, that was a real one, or or they weren't. Maybe there was a sellout, or whatever or maybe whatever the opposite is of them. All right, let's go down real quick. Charlotte Hanley.
Oh, real one. Oh,
You
the
say real one.
realest.
Uh, Nah, man, she was almost there. She was almost there, but then like she kept going into town when she wasn't supposed to. She changed up with my boy Leroy. Like I was like, come
Yeah,
on, baby. Like I thought we was down forever.
All right. I said y'all split. Okay, y'all split on that one.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lean. Oh, I'm on the fence on it too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say nah. She if she would have stayed consistent the way she was, even though she was defined arguing with her husband a lot. The way Chad explained it, there was probably some marital problems. But then
yeah.
the way she switched up it in, oh, nah, she lost me. Leroy, what about him?
Leroy was a real one too. I give him that. Even though he was on the side of the man, he like
Good
his
soldiers follow orders.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when he started understanding what was happening, he's
Yeah.
like, all right, man, like this ain't gonna work. We gotta do something about it.
Oh yeah, we gonna do something. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the real one too. I'm gonna say.
you know what? I would have gave it to him, but then he gave the stone to the captain or General Shaw. And I was like, what the I said, what are we doing for real, Leroy? Like what the why would you do this, man? Like this doesn't make any sense. And especially for a character who has no fear, like what are you afraid like this what are we doing, Leroy?
I feel like I already know what the answer's gonna be on this one. What about Hank?
I
Oh,
mean, like I listen,
let's split it up. As a father,
Hank as a
Oh,
father,
as a father, he's a real one. Like
yeah,
that.
he's a
I'll
real
give him
one.
real one as a father, even though he wasn't thinking about his daughter when he was smacked. But anyway,
No, no, no. His daughter
but
was
but
non-existent
then
when he was doing that.
now Hank as messing with Lily, what would you rate him there?
You mean
Um.
Ingrid?
Well, not Lily. Messing with I'm sorry,
Oh,
yeah, Ingrid. My bad. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Let's not
Yeah.
catch
I
Hank
was like,
charge.
I don't know where
Oh,
how I answer that.
Oh yeah, if he was messing with Lily, then no,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
we
he
know.
ain't a
he is
real one.
not a
No,
good one at
under
all.
the
Yeah.
jail.
He needs to be on another kind of list in
Is there
Shawshank.
anything worse than Shawshank?
Yeah.
Yeah. Messing with Ingrid. Yeah, he was a dumbass for that.
Yeah.
He was crazy for
Yeah,
that.
no, he should have did that, man. Because like Andre said, you're putting everyone in jeopardy.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
really endangering everybody by doing that.
I think we can all agree. It didn't seem like it at first, but Marge turned out to be a real one in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, she clutched it up in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Episode
She
5, but she got it
yeah.
together.
Ronnie
She
to me
came in clutch.
Ronnie was a real one from the
Oh
beginning
yeah,
of
from the
these.
jump.
Yeah,
Oh, from the
from the
Always
jump.
jump.
consistent. Yeah, especially when she was snapping at people.
Oh
She
yeah.
did not care. Lily, I understand her. And then I guess I'll give her a pass because that dagger was corrupting her. But but not telling the truth. I don't know, man.
Nah, she
Like
not
It,
solid, man. I'm sorry,
here's
she not solid.
here's the deal. Lily will get a real one for me because she she was not there. It was not a secret. Like, she was upfront about it. Did you tell him what you saw? She was like, absolutely not. I don't want to die. Like what?
yeah,
She was she
dude.
didn't she didn't lie.
It reminded. It reminded me of Friday when like 'cause she was like smoking. She was like, "Man, nobody be believing me. I'm high." you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm crazy. Nobody's gonna believe.
She was like, Ronnie was like, "Did you tell the truth about my dad?" She was like, "Man, fuck your daddy."
Yeah. Yeah.
For real.
Real one. Real
Will
one.
Will came into his own in the end. He was a real one at the when he especially when he talked back to his dad like they know. You taught me to stand up for your friends. I was like,
Yep.
damn,
Yeah.
you
Hey,
about to get
hey,
Yeah.
Will was my favorite character, man. On the
yeah.
low, like I like Will.
I
Will was
kept
Yeah.
saying
good.
he looked like little Michael Jackson for some reason. I don't know why I kept saying, oh, that's little Michael. but
Yeah.
That
but
boy looked
That's
just like
wild.
Michael Jackson. That's
I
crazy.
know it's gonna be unanimous. Rich got
Oh
the
man.
Yeah, Rich gets the real one. Yeah, for sure.
R.I.P.
I
to the GOAT, man.
I think he was.
RVP.
I think even when he was kind of lying about whether or not he knew he had those powers in the graveyard, I think he was still kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
real for that.
That was
He's like, yeah,
funny.
I'm gonna lie because I'm trying to get with this girl,
Yeah.
trying to impress you. Uh,
Yep.
Dick Halloran, I'm gonna say real one from
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
General Shaw,
Nah,
Tra-
trash.
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 Yeah,
Trash. The mayor of Trash City for sure.
yeah, exactly. And then Pennywise himself.
Oh man, hey,
Penny's always,
hey, he
Penny's
a real
always
one, big
real.
dog. He doing what Penny
Yeah.
does. That's all he can
Big.
do. That's all he know.
What's his name? Big T for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Penny. That's all he know, man.
And then those
Hey.
outside characters like Rose. I'm like, I think the jury's still out on her. Or like some people feel like she's uh I feel like she is a real one, but somebody feels like they have a conspiracy theory about her because there's not that much lore about her. Like maybe she's hiding more than she said in Derry. I don't know, but I'm gonna still say real
It's
one for
possible.
now.
Yeah, she's a real one, man. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that makes me think she's hiding something like crazy.
Yeah.
I
Uh
think what makes her which makes them suspicious, but also what also makes them real is that like they are aware of what's going on, but they also are aware that like even if they told the population of Derry, they would either forget or not believe them. You know what I mean?
right.
So,
And then
but I want to give the MVP out to Captain Paulie who got shot by his best friend.
Oh man, that was
Captain Pauly.
crazy.
Yeah, because
Oh, dude, yeah, one of the
he
realest
was
of
a
the real.
real
I'm
one.
sorry, I forgot.
He
I
was a
forgot.
real one. He stopped Leroy from shooting his son. Like he
Yeah.
was the
He's like, I
realest
see. Yeah, I
one.
see it too. Yeah. Yeah, real. He was definitely real. I'm sorry, but I forgot to mention
Nah,
him, man.
yeah. He busted in
Yeah.
the
The
room.
way
Then
him and Leroy kept going back and forth,
yep.
those little jokes and stuff, that was kind of cool. And
Oh, and don't
He
forget when he was getting jumped in the cell, man, he came in and was trying to fight. And he was
yeah
itty bitty getting tossed around, but
yeah.
he
He
jumped
jumped.
on that
asked
dude's back, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
He asked no questions. Just spit his toothbrush out and
on,
came. He was like, "Hey,
on
who's
site,
catching them?"
on site. He had yeah. The
Yeah.
and last but not least, Ingrid.
I mean,
She a
You can
real
play that
clown.
song by Bruno
Clown like her
Mars.
daddy.
It's big.
if we're measuring her across her wants and goals, I guess she's a real one. She did everything she said.
You were supposed
She
to do.
stayed solid to the plan.
Yeah, she didn't falter or nothing. Like she set up Lily. She was like, "Yeah, go get your friends and take them to the store."
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the little girl that she brought down to Pennywise was trying to run away and she jerked her back, like, no, no, let's no. We got you.
Yeah,
And then
yeah. She
what's the last I guess last I'll give the real Pennywise. Uh I'll say he was a real one.
yeah,
Through and through.
yeah,
It's messed up that his legacy got tarnished
Yeah.
yeah,
by it. So.
Tarnished, man.
yeah, yeah.
Last
He had some black instincts in him for about 2 seconds,
Yep.
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 that
He
Heard
almost
someone
got
crying.
away with it too. Especially when I was like it would have been funny if he'd have flicked that cigarette at that thing. Hey, get out of here.
Here's
But
the thing, like you said, I feel like since Pennywise experienced his time all at once,
yeah,
like he got slapped, he got yelled at by Shaw, and then you're gonna flick a cigarette at me? He's like, I
yeah,
can't take all this disrespect.
yeah,
Someone got to die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna make Ingrid call me daddy.
Oh dear God.
Hey,
But that
before we go, do you know that's one thing we didn't mention?
what's that?
How
What's that?
Pennywise turned into what the kid's name, Maddie?
Oh yeah,
How
yes,
we
he turned
turned
into
into
Maddie.
Maddie and
Yeah,
was just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, yo, Pennywise is sick for that, man. Like
He be
he
playing
he
Bro,
that
gave
long
them all
game.
hope.
That
I know.
oh, somebody says that they think that family that Maddie was driving with on episode one is
Yeah.
that same family that used to live in that house.
Yeah, the Nebolt house. Yeah,
Ah.
Yeah, like when the theme is playing and you see the family in front of the house, that was that people think that's that family
I'm
that
excited.
Pennywise got them a
Hopefully, we
long
get
time
to see
ago.
that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get to see that, man. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would say some recommendations I got. I'm gonna put some links to there's some TikTok videos out there that'll where people have these funny discussions. There's one I can't remember the dude's name, but there's one dude that did a collab a mashup of the Welcome to Derry theme mixed with you got what I need.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
I
then
seen
Awesome.
that.
the
I
songs
seen
mixed.
that.
So
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the up in here, but go check that out. And
And that song is fire too, by the way. That's a
yeah.
crazy intro. I've been
Yeah,
singing it
that
the whole
intro got
time.
yeah. And I heard
Hell yeah.
that it changed in every episode. Like it would zoom out further and further of the
Yeah.
houses. Like it would be different in every
Oh,
episode.
well, now I got to watch it more. I got to pay attention to that for sure.
Well, I appreciate you guys for being with me. Before I let you guys give your shout outs to y'all's channels and everything like that. One last question: what do you prefer so far? Who's winning the war? Welcome to Derry or the last season of Stranger Things?
Ooh. Hey man. Hey, my boy Will came in clutch in the last episode. I don't know. He finally did something.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to give it to Strength or not Strength of Things, but Welcome to Derry for sure. For
Is it
sure.
You know
recency
what?
bias or like that comparison Richie's sacrifice compared to Eddie's sacrifice? I kind of feel like there's the same.
No, I like Richie's sacrifice better because he was a little kid and he
Yeah,
had that instinct to
yeah,
protect her. Like that was absolutely crazy for a little kid. Like
yeah.
brave
Yeah.
and admirable. Well, man,
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. to Eddie though, man. Hopefully we get to see him on Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Maybe.
nah,
Maybe.
I hope they're lying, but the creators of Stranger Things said nope. I hope they're lying though. I
Yeah.
hope they're lying.
Well, you
But
know
we'll
what?
see.
I feel like
I feel like he's
I'll
coming
say
back.
this. Yeah, I feel like you had Fantastic Four been a very good success, maybe not. But like
I mean, they would have been
they,
filming it before
well,
Fantastic Four even came out.
well, I would say, well, oh yeah, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe. Well, were they filming around the same time he was
yeah,
filming Fantastic? The only reason why I'll say that is just because like I feel like it had it been a success, it would have cost them a lot more money to bring him back
yeah,
because his
true.
price would have gone up. Like,
Yeah.
but the cards fell how they fell, and I'm sure he was like, "Y'all got something for me to do over there?"
But
Like,
either way it
Man,
goes,
well,
Eddie's a real one too.
Fantastic Four was good though. I don't even understand why
I
people
liked
didn't
it.
like it. It was good.
Yeah, Eddie was a real one.
Yeah.
I don't,
Andre,
I
like
don't know.
that's a whole different conversation.
That's
We already had that conversation on this channel.
Yeah, I like. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. Again, I know we're talking about Welcome to Derry, but I will say, I think you had to have been born like in the 80s and the 90s to enjoy Fantastic Four, strictly because like I think like we liked movies like Tank Girl and freaking Spawn, and they weren't like the greatest. They weren't like the greatest like effects having movies, but they were
Yeah,
great movies. You know,
yeah,
I think like people are kind of like super spoiled nowadays. So like where it's like if it's not like on like some weird Avatar level, like there's like some weird complaint about it. But I watched movies to watch movies for the story. It didn't have to necessarily look like the best. So I enjoyed Fantastic Four.
yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah. Or so let's sign off, guys. Where or so Andre, I saw with you, Andre. Where can people find you out there if they want to reach out to you, find all your
You can
content, all that
find
good stuff?
me. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube under the Nerd Militia, and you can find me on TikTok with Cinema X Vets. And yeah, it's a blast.
All right. And Chad, let them know where they can find you, where they can find your podcast.
Yeah, man. So, man, I am one half of the Fusion High Podcast, Chad. You can catch us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X if you're nasty, and just check out our interviews, man. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff. We just interviewed Carl Jones from the executive producer of the Boondocks. So check it out, man. It's been a great time. And we got an episode with this crazy guy, Chris.
Yeah.
It's That dude, that guy right there, him, him.
There's also some other content that I'm still in the editing process. I gotta upload. So yeah, you'll see some more collaborations as well, and I
Man.
hope to do some more with you guys in the future as well. And maybe after Stranger Things, maybe we'll maybe we'll have
Yeah.
a chat about that. But guys, I appreciate you as always. Thank you for helping me out with this. And until next time, peace. All right,
Peace.
guys.